Jungkook went quiet and he listened Taehyung until he see how desperate Taehyung was. Jungkook called him. Taehyung cried for a while and gathered himself back before looking at Jungkook. Let the police come for us. I won't let take you away from me either. Without you, I won't be happy out there. I'll stay with you, Jungkook. That's my promise. Taehyung said. Don't make promise that you can't keep. Jungkook said, and Taehyung placed the tip of weapon on the other side. I made a promise for you. I won't break promise if you want to die, Jungkook. Then let me kill myself first, Taehyung said, and Jungkook was shocked to see what Taehyung did. I'm proving how much I love you, Jungkook. I love you, and you don't have to be sorry because I'm sorry. I'm in love you, Jungkook. Taehyung raised his voice while he was about to pull the trigger. Jungkook dashed forward and snatched the weapon while he held Taehyung before throwing the weapon away. Don't ever scare me like that, Taehyung, Jungkook said, and his lips crashed into Taehyung's lips and they started making out. Jungkook carried Taehyung and they head into the bed while staring at each other. So, this is the dessert then? Taehyung asked, and Jungkook smiled as he placed him on top of Taehyung. Does it mean that we'll be together forever, baby? Jungkook asked, and Taehyung nods his head. Forever, my love, Taehyung said, and Jungkook smiled while he clenched clear to make out with Taehyung. If the police hurts you, Jungkook, I'll protect you no matter what it takes, Taehyung said, and Jungkook promised to protect Taehyung as well. I love you, Jungkook, Taehyung said. I love you more, baby, Jungkook said, and they smiled before making out again. Later, Jin was searching all the cabin in the area while Hoseok was busy eating his dinner that Jin promised to get for him. Found anything at Jin? Hoseok asked. Jin was too focused that he didn't hear him. Got to know, Hoseok muttered and continued to eat while Jin was still focused. Jin was looking toward the picture of the cabin until an officer came toward his door again. I found it. We found the cabin where Jungkook and Taehyung, Jin said and smiled while he looked at the time. Hoseok stood up and went towards him while he please wanted to know what Jin was planning. Well, I'd get him tomorrow and Taehyung will back home safely, Jin said, and Hoseok smiled while Jin told the other officer to leave to prepare for tomorrow. We were planning to that, Jungkook, Hoseok asked, and Jin nodded his head with a smirk. He's a criminal. He is a fight to protect Taehyung from us. I'll do anything in my power to make sure he goes down, Jin said. Hoseok ran and said, would you get in trouble for criminal? I mean, I won't know why Jungkook Taehyung. Jin scoffed at him and said, why, he obsessed with Taehyung and he wants Taehyung to be his only one. There have your answer. Jin left the office to get some paperwork done and Hoseok and while he sat back down on the couch. You can be right, Jin, but part of me thinks that Taehyung might have close to say with him, Hoseok said, and he cleared the sink. Jin turned and saw Hoseok all of the paper and he prayed tomorrow Taehyung will be safe. Let's hope that he won't hurt or injure, Jin said. Are you coming alone? At least if Taehyung see you, if you would be running back to you, Jin said, and Hoseok nodded while agreeing to come along with them tomorrow. We'll come up with a plan tomorrow, so don't worry too much, Jin said, and Hoseok nodded his head. Let's bring Taehyung back home. Next day, Taehyung was still asleep as Jungkook was sitting next to him in bed. He looked toward two tickets to go to the Spain and wondered that was the best timing. It's best to leave here soon. Jin might actually end up finding us, Jungkook muttered to himself, and he started booking the plane tickets online. When he was done with everything, he started taking out the luggage from him and Taehyung to pack. Taehyung woke up to the sound beside him and sat up right away when he saw Jungkook packing his clothes into the luggage. Baby, are we going somewhere? Taehyung asked while his eyes were still shut. Jungkook moved to the bed and giving kiss on Taehyung's face while holding his hand. "We are going to your favorite place, baby, the place we are dreamed of," Jungkook said, and Taehyung's eyes opened while he was excited. "Wait, you mean we are going to Spain?" Taehyung asked, and Jungkook nodded his head. Taehyung got so happy that he got down from his bed and jumped happily while Jungkook laughed at him. "Well, I should start packing." "Don't," Taehyung asked, and Jungkook bring out the luggage for Taehyung and pack his stuff. Taehyung looked at the clothes and started taking out the clothes that he wanted to bring. "How long are we going to be spent?" Taehyung asked. Jungkook thought for a while and said, "Maybe a few weeks or months." Taehyung was already happy to hear that, and he continued to pack. Jungkook wrapped his arms around Taehyung from behind and held him for a while. "I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you, Taehyung," Jungkook said, and Taehyung smiled before giving a kiss on Taehyung's lips. Jungkook looked at the time he got dressed up to head out to get a few things for the trip. "Do you need anything from the store?" Jungkook asked, and Taehyung shook his head. Jungkook smiled and walked to the door before he heard Taehyung calling him. "Be back soon, drive safe," Taehyung said, and Jungkook saw a thumb up before leaving the place. Meanwhile, Jin was ready to catch Jungkook with Hoseok waiting in office. "The plan is that I'll try to get Jungkook to come after me, and you all get Taehyung out of there safely," Jin explained. Hoseok nodded it too and said, "What if Jungkook is still stuck with Taehyung?" Jin scoffed and put his jaw on, putting his weapon in his pocket carefully. "Don't worry, I'm sure Jungkook wouldn't do such things." Then his phone rang and Jin answered right away. "Sir, Jungkook has brought 2 tickets to Spain today. He's going to leave Korea in 2 hours' time." Jin's eyes widened and the tails went together while he and Hoseok left the office right away, checking to see if Jungkook is spotted anywhere. "We'll be headed to the cabin in 10 minutes," Jin said, and Hoseok followed him from behind. Jungkook at the same time was getting the essential item that is needed for the trip until his phone rang. Thinking that it was Taehyung, Jungkook answered the phone and his smile disappeared right away. "Hello Jungkook, I know where you are keeping Taehyung. Soon I'll be there and I'll take Taehyung away from you." Jungkook clenched his fist and he dropped his item to the floor before dishes out the store. "Listen here, no one is going to take Taehyung away from me, not even you." Jungkook got out his motorcycle and said, "Anyone hurt Taehyung, I'll kill each and every one for you." He hung up his phone and drove back to the cabin as fast as he can, while also keep a lookout from any police cars around. Jin drove quickly to the cabin with another car following behind. "Just be careful once we got there. Jungkook could show up at any time," Jin said, and Hoseok nodded his head. Then both of them seen a motorcycle speeding past them, and the driver turned around, pointing the middle finger, and "It's Jungkook." Jin yelled to take his weapon out while pointing at Jungkook. He shot towards Jungkook a few times before, but he missed, and Jungkook speeded up even more. Come and get me," Jungkook yelled from Jin's market while he speeded up to catch up with Jungkook. Jungkook was surprised to see how fast Jin was driving, and it made him smile even more. Jungkook ended up driving along the road towards the cabin, and he tried to come out with another plan. "Jungkook, I order to you pull over and surrender or things will get messy," Jin said thought to speaker, and Jungkook ignored it. Then Jungkook seen a shortcut and he headed for it while he heard Jin shooting at him again until he felt a sharp pain in his shoulder. "I'm got him," Jin yelled and kept his weapon aside while Jungkook continued to drive into the shortcut route, making Jin Taehyung had finished packing and put the luggage by the side. When he heard the door open, he ran towards to get Jungkook with a smile on his face. "Hey baby, I'm finishing with my..." Taehyung stopped to see Jungkook catch his breath by the door. He approached Jungkook and see how sweated he is until he see red liquid on the floor. "Jungkook, what happened?" Taehyung asked, and Jungkook turned his body around to show where he was shot. "What the Jungkook? Who did this?" Taehyung asked cautiously, and they heard the police coming towards the cabin. "We have to get out here," Jungkook said while he held his shoulders. Taehyung grabbed the cloth and placed a hand on shoulders where Jungkook was to stop through bleeding. They left the cabin together through the back door and heading to the door once while Jin and the others arrived in front of the cabin. Jin and the others searched around the house to Jungkook and Taehyung, but very soon they impotent. "Where are they?" Jin murmured until he saw back door half open, and then there were the others waited around the house. Jungkook and Taehyung ended up in the forest close to the cliff where the huge waterfall was while Jungkook was losing a lot of red liquid. "I can't go on, baby." Jungkook leaned into the tree while Taehyung was still shooting the red liquid with his claw. "Don't give up on me, Jungkook," Taehyung said, and Jungkook smiled. Taehyung placed on his hand on Jungkook's face and said, "We'll find a way. We'll get away from them." Jungkook held Taehyung's hand and shook his head, making Taehyung frown. "You should go. I'll face them," Jungkook said, and Taehyung was not leaving him until he see Jungkook try to take something out of his pocket. Then he see a small box on Taehyung's eyes widened while Jungkook smirked at him. Jungkook gently opened the box and it was revealed to be a ring. "I wanted to wait till we were in Spain, but I guess there's no time for that," Jungkook said, and Taehyung was in tears. "So will you marry me?" Jungkook asked, and Taehyung heard footsteps coming from behind while he turned back to Jungkook. Taehyung nodded while shaking yes, and Jungkook was in tears. "Thank you for coming, Taehyung," Jungkook said, and he slid the ring into Taehyung's finger. They leaned in closer and kissed their lips while Jungkook was still wanting Taehyung to run away. Then Taehyung carried Jungkook off while Jungkook reached for a weapon in his back pocket without Taehyung knowing. "I am not leaving you alone," Jungkook, Taehyung said, and they were about to walk until "I don't think you should take any step further." Both of them turned around and Jin smirked at Jungkook while pointing the weapon directly at him. "Well, look like I shot you pretty good, Jian," Jin said, and Jungkook grinned at him while Taehyung was anxious. "Now give Taehyung to me and I won't shoot you," Jin continued, and Jungkook looked at Taehyung. Taehyung was shaking his head and Jin fired at him. "Taehyung, see, don't let him change your mind. He is a liar and bad person." Jungkook wanted Taehyung to go, but Taehyung was not moving an inch away while Jin stopped clear but carefully. Then Jungkook pointed his weapon directly at Jin and Taehyung was shocked. "Jungkook, I'm a bad person, but think about it. I gave Taehyung the life he wanted. I saw him his real life," Jungkook said. "Oh yeah, don't worry. I think here are better people who will show him love," Jin said, and Jungkook chuckled. Before Taehyung could say anything, Jungkook pushed him away and placed the tip of weapon on the side of his head. "I'd rather die inside of letting Taehyung watch you shoot me," Taehyung said, and Jin yelled at Jungkook to put down the weapon. "Jungkook, please don't," Taehyung cried out, and Jungkook looked at him with tears coming down his cheeks. "Taehyung, I love you so much," Jungkook said, and Taehyung got up right away, distant towards Jungkook. Jin's eyes widened and he was about to pull the trigger to stop Jungkook for himself. "Drop the weapon, Jian," Jin shouted while pulling the trigger. Jungkook ended up shooting himself in the head of Taehyung, catch up to him while his Jin weapon went directly into Taehyung's head. Taehyung took one last look at Jungkook, who still had eyes open before both of them. Jin eyes widened as he dropped the weapon and realized what he did. What have I done? Before Jin could go, Taehang's body he shoot on the leg, making him drop on his knee. He turned around to see who shoot him. See Hoseok holding a weapon. Hoseok, what are you doing? Jin asked, and while holding the weapon as Hoseok moved closer, what the have you done? You shoot Taehang. Hoseok started and see Taehang's big red liquid all over his head. Hoseok started to tear up. Jin shook his head, tried to explain. It was mistake. Please don't misunderstood, Jin said, and Hoseok shook his head. Hoseok dropped his knee before bursting into tears, and Jin moved towards him, holding him by his shoulders. I'm sorry, Hoseok. Taehang got in the way when he told her. I'm really sorry, Jin said, and Hoseok carried even more. Hoseok stood back and walked the Taehang while placing his hand on Taehang's arm. He could came home alive, but you shoot him, Jin. Hoseok said, and Jin signed while shaking his head again. Hoseok, I never meant to. Taehang, please, he got in the way, Jin said. You are blaming Taehang. You are blaming the one who is dead, Hoseok said, and he attacked Jin right away, punching him in the face. Jin fight back and pushed Hoseok away while yelling at him to stop. Hoseok, stop. I know how mad you are. Do you think Taehang would want you to do this? Jin asked. Not only you killed Taehang, but you killed Jungkook when we could have still things carefully. Hoseok started back at him. Jin was so desperate to make Hoseok understand until he see Hoseok cry again. Hoseok, please listen to me. I had an intention to do all of this. Jin continued. Then Hoseok started laughing out of nowhere, and Jin was confused. Hoseok wiped his tears and stood up while they grabbed Jin's weapon, and that was on the floor. How was my acting, Officer Jin? Hoseok asked, and Jin was frowning at him. Don't be surprised, Jin. I am still mad with what you did, Hoseok said, and Jin see the two weapons Hoseok was holding. You should check your weapon next time, Hoseok continued. Jin eyes wide, and you seem surprised, Officer Jin. Jin see Hoseok throwing the weapon into the river, and he could hear the others coming from the distance. Who are you? Jin asked, and Hoseok smiled while he lighted up. I used to be sitting in the jail, and I always see you coming to jail to see the rest of the inmates, Hoseok said, and he brought the directly into Jin's face. Hoseok smiled and said, maybe you would remember this. My real name is Jae-hook. Jin eyes widened. That's right, Jin. Jae-hook, that you sent to the asylum. I thought you would remember me at least, but you didn't. Hoseok laughed afterward, and Jin was being not to kill them. I'll give you another chance to live another life. Please don't do this, Jin said, and Hoseok wanted to Jungkook of Taehang's. I don't get the chance to confess to Taehang, but I was planned that it was my own brother who won Taehang's heart, Hoseok said. Jin shook his up on him and said, wait, your brother? Hoseok nodded his head and grinned, and he said to Jin, you did too bad, Jin, but I will not kill you as I had spent a good time with you. Were you friend to me? So Hobi said and hit Jin on head. Just so you know, Jungkook was my adopted brother that he never got to see me a long time, Hoseok said, and Jin dropped the crown with the red liquid goes off his head. Hoseok was over to Taehang and Jungkook's body while he had an idea on what to do. He left the woods right away, and the other officer came. The other officer came over and took Jungkook and Taehang away while the rest were trying to save Jin dying. They placed Jungkook and Taehang in the one ambulance while the others were in another. The driver of the ambulance turned the engine on when he checked on his partner, and if they are good to go until his partner stabs him on his back of his neck. Shh, don't make so much noise, idiot, Hoseok said, and he sat in the driver's seat. Hoseok smirked to himself and he turned to look at the body before laughing on his own. He started driving right away and turned the radio on for some music, and he continued to drive. You guys can't quit the acting for a sec, Hoseok said, and both of them opened their eyes right away. Jungkook sat up and he moved next to Taehyung before they smiled at each other. You, that was scary, Taehyung said, and both of them burst into laughter. So, where should we have our wedding? Jungkook asked, and Taehyung was thinking hard until Hoseok stopped at him. I'm sorry, lovebirds, I actually have another plan about something, Hoseok said, and both of them wondered what was it all about. Both of them wondered what it was. They looked at Hoseok, but Hoseok only smirked at them without saying anything. Flashback. Jungkook went back to the kitchen to get a cup of water when he seen someone standing by the river nearby. As Jungkook left the house, he went to approach him until the stranger turned around. Wait, you are Hoseok, right? Jungkook asked. Hoseok smiled with a nod, and Jungkook was surprised to see Hoseok in front of him. Listen, I'm here to help you. Tomorrow you all have a showdown with Jin, Hoseok said. You are Jung Hoseok, right? My brother? John Jungkook and Hoseok pats Jungkook on head. Hoseok smiled and said, yes, little brother. Besides, it was easy to find you here, but I had to keep the police busy. Jungkook laughed in relief and he wondered what was going to happen tomorrow. I got a plan, but I need you to do some acting along with Taehyung. Taehyung has to know this plan too, Hoseok said, and Jungkook nodded to it. Jungkook and Hoseok shook his eyes before giving each other a short hug. It's good to see you after a long time, Hyung, Jungkook said, and Hoseok nodded with a smile. In the flashback, Hoseok turned to look at them and said, do you guys trust me? Both of them nodded, and he went on full speed on ambulance. A few days later, with everyone closed the case of what happened to Kim Taehyung, every fans were mourning of their favorite, crying at his more or less. Jiwon and Daniel were in their own home watching the news as they were thinking of what happened to Taehyung. I should have apologized to him, Jiwon said, and Daniel comforted him until they had to knock on the door. Daniel opened the door and see a delivery guy giving him a box for him for Daniel and Jiwon. The guy said, and Daniel accepted. Both of them walked to the table to see what was inside the box, and it was a drink bottle. Oh, a free drink bottle. A few others too, Jiwon said. There not, but I love one, shall we drink some? Daniel asked, and Jiwon nodded and while went to the get glass. Daniel brought the drink to the cup and both of them take a sip of. Now one receive. Oh, that's a strong flavor, Jiwon said, and Daniel started catching badly that he dropped to ground while Jiwon was holding him. Baby, are you okay? Jiwon stopped and Daniel now was bleeding profusely. Then the door opened. Jiwon looks to see some that he unexpected to see. Wait, you? I thought you were dead, Jiwon said, and to the delivery guy was Jungkook, who was covering his face with a smirk while Jiwon was also badly. Oops, maybe I bottle, Jungkook said, and Jiwon dropped the ground. Jungkook laughed to himself and said, I told you I'll come after you too if you got your memory back. Meanwhile, Mrs. Kim was sitting in the living room hanging the photo for her son when tears knocked on the door. She wiped her tears and went to open the door when she seen Hoseok by the door. Hoseok, please come in, Mrs. Kim said, and Hoseok smiled while he took a seat in the couch. She poured some tea for him, and Hoseok thanked for her. What kind of a mother I was, Mrs. Kim said. Hoseok sighed and held her hand to comfort her. "Don't be too hard on yourself, Mrs. Kim. You made some mistake, but no matter what, you are still his mother," Hoseok said. Mrs. Kim smiled and nodded, and Hoseok gave a gift from back to her. "I thought this could help you at least," Hoseok said. Mrs. Kim said that it was red. "Why not you have some help? We needed the bathroom for a while," Hoseok said, and a smile nods. "The bathroom," Mrs. Kim took until the door opened. Someone came in, surprised at Taehyung. "Is that you?" Mrs. Kim asked, and Taehyung removed his mask, glared at her. "I forgive you for your mistake, but you have to be punishment for it," Taehyung said, and Mrs. Kim gave Widen until he fell to the ground. Taehyung door floor, and next to her, Hoseok came out from the bathroom. "Let's go, I'm done here," Taehyung said, and Hoseok smiled as they left from Mrs. Kim to die on her own. Jungkook waited downstairs and see both of them walking towards him. "Ready?" "It's a long drive," Hoseok said, and Jungkook pulled Taehyung for a kiss. "Ready?" both of them said to Hoseok. I hope, Army, you like this story. If you like, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel.